Good Monday morning, everybody. It is Dia de Reyes, the Feast of the Epiphany. Hope it finds you blessed and well. What a gorgeous morning in Southern California. And what is going on with our sport fishing? A dorado off the Balboa Pier yesterday in frigid 55-degree water. Calico Chris got that to us. And not far from this very beach. In fact, less than a mile away probably. A big striper caught in the surf yesterday. I enjoyed that so much. Nice going, Jason. Of course, the Royal Polaris has just arrived to their long-range fishing venue. How are they doing down there? How about Baja Asuncion? We still have our friend Louis Prieto fishing down there. He was going to focus on yellowtail. We're going to check that out. The El Patron continues their Friday, Saturday, Sunday trips to beautiful Catalina Island, and they've been experiencing some really great fishing. The surf is alive in SoCal, and so much more on the Feast of the Epiphany, this beautiful Dia de Reyes. Feliz Dia de Reyes a todos mis amigos. Let's get ready. I'll get set up, and the morning briefing is coming at you next.
El Dorado, huh?
What an incredible sight today off the Balboa Pier in Southern California today. Angler Chris Rank, Calico Chris, was fishing there when he saw this dorado swimming around. He made 2 casts at the fish. It followed the lure, but no strikes. Mahi-mahi or dorado inhabit tropical and subtropical seas. That is to say, warm water. They're fast growing. They've been clocked at nearly 60 miles an hour, and they are brilliantly colored. But we rarely, if ever, see them in the cool wintertime waters off Southern California. Truly a remarkable sight today for Chris and the lucky anglers there at the Balboa. Jason Cusera from Long Beach, California, has been fishing the Southern California surf for over 30 years. And just moments ago today, he caught the fish of a lifetime fishing near Seal Beach, California. He was fishing for smaller perch down around Bolsa Chica State Beach. Fishing was slow due to some really high surf, so he moved to Seal Beach where he hooked a monster of a fish. After a long, extended battle, Jason beached this beautiful 35-inch striper, a beautiful striped bass caught in the Southern California surf. And like a true sportsman, he released his trophy fish unharmed to live to fight another day. Nice going, Jason. What a catch in Seal Beach, California.
Some drag. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, damn. Beautiful fish, bro. Good job, man.
Before we get started on today's morning briefing, don't forget, if you're headed to Ensenada, you're going to want to give Zeke Casas a call. Only 15 minutes from downtown, but just check out that spectacular view while in Ensenada, Baja California Norte. And if that garage door is giving you a problem, then you're going to want to call your garage door man. That's Joe Welker. Tax problems? Nobody better than our friend Tim Marquez. Tim's been doing taxes for 35 years. Give the tax man a call today. And for your heating and or air conditioning needs, you're going to want to talk to our dear friend John Lopez at Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning. Hey, good morning, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California on this beautiful Dia de Reyes. It is a gorgeous morning, Monday morning in SoCal, and it is so great to be with you all. If you would have told me a year ago that on January the 6th, Feast of the Epiphany, I'd be standing in Southern California talking about a dorado swimming around the Balboa Pier, I would have checked myself into a mental institution. I probably should have done that a long time ago anyway. But man, there are some incredible things going on. And what a catch in the SoCal surf yesterday. Jason has been fishing the SoCal surf for over 30 years. And that was his biggest fish in his life in the SoCal surf. A bucket list fish for sure. congratulations to him. There is so much going on. And we, of course, are so blessed to have you along with us again here today. If you don't mind, hit that like button. We deeply appreciate it when you can do that. Also, share these videos with a friend. You can find us over there on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and of course, subscribe to the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel. If you tick that little bell, you will be notified when there is new content. Tonight, live 6 p.m. from Island Fishing Tackle in Carson, California. I'll be with my dear friend Sam De La Torre at 6 p.m. We'll see you then. And afterwards, we always go over to SoCal Wings, eat some chicken wings, talk some fishing, and have a really great time. You're invited. Just show up there if you like. In fact, if you'd like to be part of our studio audience at Island Fishing Tackle tonight, show up there about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and come on in and have some fun. There's always a lot of great folks there. And then afterwards, we'll go over to SoCal Wings. Yesterday, I also spent some great moments with my dear friend Darren Dohe and his lovely wife Vivian over there at 310 Rod Works. They are putting out some great rods, and man, I'll tell you, the tackle that they have for you is absolutely fantastic. More than anything, just nice to spend time with a friend like Darren. So really great stuff going on. And finally, we will be meeting up Thursday night for the Notre Dame Penn State game. That is going to be fun somewhere here around Seal Beach. I'll be posting that to Facebook or Instagram, I should say, and TikTok, as well as mentioning it here. I'm just trying to get the venue down for you all. But that game is like 5 o'clock in the evening. If you're a Penn State fan, come on, put your garb on and come out. If you're a Notre Dame fan, come on out. If you don't like football, you just want to sit around and have some fun and hang with us, please come on out. And I'll have the details on it for you all here shortly. All right, let's get into it because, man, there's a lot of craziness going on. We'll start out with Mexico Lindo, where they are celebrating Dia de Reyes today. It's a very important day in Mexico Lindo, as well as many other Latin American countries, and even here in the United States, many celebrate the Feast of the Epiphany. Wow, some really great fishing down there at Bahia Asuncion 2 days ago for our dear friend Louis Prieto. Now, he runs It's For Real Sport Fishing out of Ensenada, Baja California, but he decided to go down there and see how he could do, and he said, Phil, it was as wide open on a yellowfin tuna as he has ever experienced limiting out on yellowfin tuna. Yesterday, however, he said, we're going to switch it up. We got enough tuna. I'm sore. Let's switch over to yellowtail. And man, they hooked a ton of yellowtail. They only ended up with 6 beautiful fish. I shouldn't say only, but that's the reality of it because of those sea lions. Sea lions were driving Louis absolutely out of his mind. It seemed like everywhere they went, they not only found yellowtail, but they found a lot of sea lions, really giving them a lot of trouble. Still, they had a great trip, and it's been a special time down there in southern Baja at Bahia Asuncion, Bay of Ascension. It has been absolutely fantastic fishing. Down in Cabo San Lucas, some striped marlin. There's a little bit of dorado down there, a little bit of yellowfin tuna. In fact, some of the yellowfin tuna fishing down that way has been pretty darn good on some bigger fish. And there's the occasional wahoo up in La Paz. Our friends are still catching some dorado. In the wintertime, that's very unusual. Not quite as unusual as seeing a dorado off the Balboa Pier, but still not all that common. And out of Tail Hunter International, they are still catching dorado in La Paz, Baja California. Loreto Mula had great yellowtail action going on there. Moving up to San Quintin, which is only 140 miles below the border. Wow, we have seen some outstanding yellowtail action. May lack some consistency, but most of the time, you're going to get a shot at that. And also, we have seen some really great rock fishing. And Ensenada, really wonderful fishing going on there. Mostly on the bottom grabbers. We're seeing some outstanding fishing for nice bocaccio and reds and lings, whitefish, sheephead, and occasional good bass fishing. Along the beach there, you can catch some sand bass, calico bass, and occasional big halibut like our friend Foca caught the other day. Overall, great fishing in Ensenada and beautiful, gorgeous weather just like this. Keep your eyes peeled back there because who knows, maybe one of those big stripers will jump out of the water. Man, somebody should be throwing a lucky craft here today. Maybe you could match Jason with that giant striper he caught right over there. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I did forget one thing, and some of you are noticing it right now. I might as well just say it right now because I forgot. You know what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Better late than never. Nothing like a cup of lukewarm coffee. After standing down here in the cold, it gets lukewarm pretty darn fast. So really great fishing south of the border. I'll get into this surf in a moment because there's some unique and great opportunities in Southern California right now. Let's talk long range because the Royal Polaris has been traveling for several days to get down below the San Diego United States border. They travel for about 3 days. They're almost 1,000 miles down below. Just got into the area, starting to fish right now again today. It was pretty sharky for one thing down there. They had to deal with a lot of sharks. Caught a significant amount of wahoo and a few yellowfin tuna. Not wide open on either one of those species, but they got down there in the afternoon. Today's the full day when we'll get a much better look at how that is going to go. So just arriving and starting to fish right now, hoping for some big yellowfin tuna for the Royal Polaris today, as well as more wahoo. And the XL is on their way down there. The Independence shooting out of Point Loma sport fishing here this morning. So we're going to get some coverage on that in that 300-mile area. And by that, I mean 300 miles south of the border. There's still yellowfin tuna and bluefin tuna. If anybody wants to get a piece of that, it has been consistent for months now, and it's nice, great fish. A lot of it's 20 to 40, but you'll catch occasional yellowfin tuna up to 70 pounds. And also the bluefin tuna, while there are less of them, the quality is really unsurpassed. 50 to 150, sometimes over 200-pound bluefin tuna. That is still a reality. So a lot of great stuff going on. No question about that. All right, let's talk about what's going on here in Southern California on this pristine, beautiful Dia de Reyes Day. It is absolutely gorgeous. You might even see a gray whale going by. That would not surprise me one bit at all, as the southbound migration is in full effect right now, moving from the Bering Sea in Alaska down to the warm water lagoons of Baja California. Really excellent fishing at Catalina Island for the El Patron. And I'm telling you, on days like this, just check it out. Driving to Catalina Island on the El Patron and seeing a beautiful sunrise like I'm seeing right here today is worth the price of admission. And then they had wide open whitefish fishing and wide open blue perch fishing. Really great stuff over there on the El Patron. They go every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at a super low price with no fuel surcharge and a limited load. www.longbeachsportfishing.org to get on the El Patron on these beautiful, pristine days, and they're going to keep going right on through January and perhaps beyond that. Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays on the El Patron. They're going to have a shot at some white sea bass and halibut. There's plenty of squid still in the local environment here in SoCal, and that spells predators like sea bass, like halibut, like yellowtail. Hang on. Who knows what's going to come up? The Ghost is trying to run trips out of 22nd Street Landing in San Pedro, California with Captain Sean Roberts. And Sean, he is one heck of a fisherman. He had come up with some good halibut and white sea bass on his last trip, and that wouldn't surprise me to see even more of that. So we'll keep our eyes on her up there in the Channel Islands. The Aloha Spirit and several other guys have been focusing their efforts on halibut up there in the Channel Islands. They can also hammer away on the whitefish right now. Remember, rockfish is closed and sheephead are out of the question right now. So sculpin and whitefish along the Southern California coast and up there in the Channel Islands, we see the occasional nice halibut. No doubt about that. So a little bit of whitefish up and down the coast. In most cases, it's pretty darn good. Beautiful days to be out on the water, and some sand bass also in the local areas for many of the boats down there out of San Diego. Some days they're below a sand bass per rod, and some days they've got 3 sand bass per rod. And that's pretty good considering that 5 fish is a limit of sand bass. There's some calicos mixed in with it. And there's also some yellowtail still showing up every once in a while off La Jolla on the yo-yo iron and the surface iron. Get up to Dana Point, and they're fishing halibut on a lot of their days, picking a fish or two and a little bit of bass mixed with it. Marina Del Rey's got that twilight bass bite going on, which has been pretty good. Also in the native zone, we'll be starting their halibut/bass tournament, which will go on for several months out of 22nd Street Landing in just another week or so. So really great stuff there. Hopefully we're going to see that continue as we move along. So nice little bite on the local scene. And when you get a day like this, as I say, it's just a blessing to get out on the water and check that out. All right, in the Southern California surf, that huge striper yesterday by Jason. What a catch, Jason. Nice going. We've seen a little bit of that going on here recently. Seems like more and more stripers are being taken in the Southern California coast. But overall, we're looking at mostly barred perch right now and other perch. Those fish like the cooler water. You know, when you have this cool water, I mean, you're going to find cool water species. You're never going to find something like a dorado swimming around in frigid wintertime waters in Southern California. Wait a minute. Yeah, we did see that yesterday. That's what makes this game so darn fun and interesting, because you just never know what's going to happen. So mostly barred perch here, and fishing bait is a great way to get the job done. Now, throwing that lure, I'm telling you, like a chrome crocodile, or in the case of that big striper, it was a Lucky Craft lure, a 110 sardine color. That really can produce some nice halibut, occasional striper, and bigger barred perch will bite that thing also. So that is a great way for you to get the job done. I'm telling you, it will produce really well. Taking Jason, the guy that caught that big striper, as an example, he was down at Bolsa Chica, right down from me here. And he said, you know, the sets of waves that were coming in made it really difficult. Different day today. It's perfect for that. And he put in a lot of time and didn't catch anything. This is where perseverance and patience pays off. He said, let's go up to Seal Beach, fishing the south side of Seal Beach. And he threw that Lucky Craft for about a half hour when lightning struck, and he caught that nice fish. We've seen some other halibut taken from San Diego all the way up to Ventura, and again, we're seeing an occasional yellowfin croaker, but mostly the barred perch right now, with an occasional big surprise, which is great. Big Fish Bait and Tackle down there on the corner of Seal Beach Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway. They've got everything you'll need to have a successful outing in the surf, or if you're going bluefin tuna fishing, or you want to go fish marlin, they've got it all. At Big Fish Bait and Tackle, they've got your bait, however, like ghost shrimp and worms, and in the wintertime, that will pay big dividends here in the Southern California. Surf fishing bait really does help you catch more fish, no doubt about that. Big Fish Bait and Tackle also giving away a free custom surf fishing rod every single month. Just walk in the door, buy the ruler that you'll need to upload your photos to their Instagram page, and you're in every single month. Get to Big Fish Bait and Tackle and experience some great fishing. Down in the San Diego Bay yesterday, Alan Clowers was out, and he took his grandkids for some really special times and moments. There's nothing like spending time with kids on the water, and when it's your grandkids and you see those smiles. Alan, nice going, my friend. What a special day it had to have been for you and the grandkids, spending a day on the water in San Diego Bay, and not only catching some good fish, but catching lots of smiles and memories for a lifetime. That's what this ocean, this beautiful Eastern Pacific creates for you. Man, I'll tell you, memories for a lifetime. And whether you're going for a walk on the beach today, which you should do if you're not going fishing, it's gorgeous, or you're going out fishing, or you're surfing like some of the guys I see here down the beach, man, you cannot beat all of this. Hey, also in the surf, last night, how about that big soup fin? Shant Sarkisian, a great Friedman Adventures family member, was involved in that catch last night. Look at that thing. Big, beautiful soup fin. Did you know soup fin divide themselves into sexes? If you find a soup fin here in Southern California, more than likely it's going to be a female. If you find a soup fin in Northern California up to British Columbia, more than likely it's going to be a male. And if you find a soup fin in Central California, That's where they all get mixed up together, like 50-50 on the males to females. An interesting little soup fin fact. And in fact, those things live to about 55 years. That's a big one and a fun catch. They're really good eating. And soup fin sharks, the name, as you may have guessed, those fins were used in Chinese soup fin soup on a regular basis in previous times. All right, my friends, what can I tell you? This isn't even warming me up anymore. I don't even think it's lukewarm anymore. Wow, what a sunrise it is this morning. It's lukewarm. Not bad. And I'll tell you, it's gorgeous here today. Tonight, Tackle Shop Confessions. Don't miss it. It's going to be a great show. As always, if you want to come down and sit in the studio, please do. If you want to join us at SoCal Wings after, please do. Thursday night, the Notre Dame Penn State game, an excuse to get together and hang together and talk fishing, and you want information on our charters, anything like that, we'll be doing it on Thursday night around 5 p.m., and I'll have the venue nailed down for you tonight on Tackle Shop Confessions. How's that sound? We'll nail it down and announce it there, and then I'll have it again for you on the morning briefing tomorrow morning. So much going on. Dorado off the Balboa Pier. What? That's crazy stuff. And how about that big striper? I'm still stoked about Jason and his magnificent catch. We'll keep our eyes on all of this and so much more for you. I can't thank you enough for joining us on this beautiful Dia de Reyes Monday morning with a gorgeous sunrise and that absolutely beautiful ocean behind me. Feeling very, very blessed because of your love and support. Means the world to me. Have a great day. And got a lot of opportunities to do this. I hope to see you really, really soon.